question are now raising new problems. It's true, there are problems. No solution will be perfect. But I think sometimes there's exaggeration. In fact, I think many of you will be surprised to learn the settlements, they physically, they occupy only 1.5% of the West Bank. That's correct. Now, when you add in all the roads and the military installations, yes, it comes to 40%. But the settlements themselves, they're not as big an obstacle as is sometimes made out. And we just have to accept. I was the age of many of you in this room a long time ago. And I was a radical Marxist, Leninist, revolutionary. And we all had this notion, we really believed in it, that there was going to be the revolution and all the problems were going to be solved. All we had to do was just pull off the revolution. And not to want to repudiate my youth, but I've come to see, some of you know the African American spiritual Jacob's Ladder. How many of you know? We are climbing Jacob's ladder. Every one goes higher and higher. And I've come to see that's the most we can hope for, to climb one rung. Each rung goes higher and higher. And if we can be part of the process that enables us to climb one rung in human progress, that's a wonderful thing. John Stuart Mill, his father, James Mill, in his deathbed, he said, if I made the world a little bit of a better place when I'm leaving it than when I entered it, then I've lived a good life. And I was kind of pleased. Many of you know Amy Goodman, the Democracy Now! Host. And she was once asked, what's her purpose in life? And she said, to make the world a slightly better place on leaving it than when I entered it. And that to me is a reasonable goal because it's so hard against systems of concentrated power that have evolved over centuries. To get them to budge even an inch, it's so hard because they have so much power, so concentrated. They have the best talent, the wealth. It's so hard to get them to budge. If you can get one little rung on that ladder, I mean, that's a great thing. And it's the most we can hope for. I wish we could end all wars, not just one between Israel and Palestine. I feel at home in the world. I don't need borders personally. But it's just not on the historical agenda now.
Okay. I must apologize to the very patient gentleman who would like to ask questions. I am an old teacher. I've taught for 35 years. I can read body language, and I realize that any public meeting has to come to an end. What you have done tonight has certainly led all of us to be a little bit, and maybe a lot, better informed than we were when we met 2 hours ago. We thank Dr. Finkelstein for coming to Penn State and for sharing his voluminous knowledge of the Palestine question with us. And we hope that those who have questions will stick around and talk to him for a little while now. Thank you very much.